You are now listening to the Friends of Rugby podcast. Relax your anus. Balls. Thick thighs. Camille Shat. Where's his neck? Eddie Jones. You're fucked, mate.
3, 2,
nice
1,
now.
and we are recording.
Yeah, we are.
Thank you. You're listening to the Friends of Rugby podcast, the podcast that does zero marketing, zero
should.
advertising,
But should.
and zero outreach.
But it's our octennial episode.
You know what? It is.
Well, that's not grammatically correct, but that means 80 years. It's like 80, however you say
80 in
octo.
octo.
This is our octoth episode.
I was talking about at work. I was talking about the podcast, and people were surprised. First of all, I had a podcast.
Yeah.
And then I was telling them it was a rugby podcast, and then they were asking me what the fuck rugby was. But then I mentioned, I was like, I think tonight is our 80th episode. And they're like, whoa, fuck, 80? You guys are like serious.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, we've been going hard.
We've been committed.
It's
Two guys with poor attention spans. We're pretty committed.
two guys with ADHD.
Yeah.
We just keep going.
We do.
No one's asked us to.
Sometimes we butt heads about it. Sometimes we're sailing smooth.
But here we go. I wonder what our 100's going to look like.
Probably the same with no marketing whatsoever and the same listeners.
We have to do something special for our 100th episode.
What are we going to do?
I don't know.
You don't like our octoth episode?
Our octoth episode. We'll have to do something special. We're gonna, we got some plans. We got some kind of plans.
The good news is there's a lot of special things to talk about today. for our
There
octoth.
is, for the 80th episode,
Big
a little
news.
bit of close to home rugby.
Yeah, Canada are now more relevant than Wales on the international rugby stage. It's finally happened.
We're back, baby.
Yeah. So tell us about your trip.
I went to Calgary to watch the game.
Yeah.
Canada versus USA.
Yeah,
Atmosphere was good.
yeah.
They had like kind of a tailgate party going in front of the stadium. There was
Okay.
people there. They were barbecuing. They had a
Yeah.
live band.
There are Americans there?
I saw. I think I saw one American jersey,
Oh, wow.
and everyone was razzing the shit out of them,
Yeah.
which you fully deserve.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Especially with all the tension and stuff in the media
Yeah.
between the two countries and stuff.
We have a
But-
travel advisory, so yeah, he's getting
I
something.
know.
He's getting something. Yeah.
yeah. So it was. The crowd. They didn't fill out the whole stadium.
No, but it's a big stadium.
It's a big stadium. I think I filled 40,000 people there.
Yeah.
So they there was at least they had half the stadium completely full. So only half the stadium was sold.
Yeah.
And that side was completely full. So there was about close to or around 20,000 people there.
That is excellent considering how bad Canada have been in recent history.
Yes.
You know, they're still bringing crowds out. They're bringing minimum 10,000.
Yep.
home games.
And the vibes were good. They had, man, I swear to God, this is a rugby thing. This is not a Rugby Canada thing. But rugby in general, they hate selling products. Like they just hate selling stuff.
Yeah.
Like they don't want to sell you jerseys. They don't want to sell you
Yeah.
kit because there's never enough, or there's like one guy.
Yeah.
There's like one guy for like,
Unofficial.
yeah, for 100,000 people
Yeah.
like storming him.
And he's got this beautiful new away jersey. And I can't say that one. That's the display. Where the rest of them are, they're all gone. I only had 4 of them. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
So there was one little kiosk there that was selling stuff, and the lineup was huge. I
Yeah.
actually got it in early and got in there to buy a nice, cool little jacket.
Yeah.
Little Rugby Canada jacket.
Yeah. So you've
And
ditched your Wales cosplay now?
yeah, I got a Rugby Canada cosplay.
The new Canada home and away kit are really nice. I really like them.
It is they got some good stuff.
Yeah, they do.
They got some good like
That
quality.
red polo, really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I bought it and bought a jacket. I was like, yeah, I got my cool jacket. Sat down. Game started. Canada scored first,
Yeah.
and they just powered through.
Yeah.
They just it was kind of like, how England gets a good start and they just kind of bulldoze the team.
Yeah. They shell shock them a bit,
Yeah,
don't they?
they did that, and then right after that, United States
Yeah.
score a try, and it was a super weak try that should have been defended. Like it just the guy just brushed off. The defender just brushed off the guy with the ball,
Yeah.
and I was just like, here we go, because United States have been good.
That's what I was going to say. You were expecting, and I was expecting, and a lot of people were expecting.
I think everyone in the
Canada
stadium was
lose.
expecting Canada to lose.
Yes.
Because I just think that they didn't, like, from the games that I watched, the last 2 games, they played Spain and Belgium.
Yeah.
They just didn't have the gas to go at 80 minutes.
They lacked a bit of game management as well in the other games I saw. They were just not taking the points when they could have. They were using their momentum all wrong. So
yeah,
not only am I surprised here, they
100%.
won. It sounded like it was quite a clinical win in the end.
Well, this is where the tides turn.
Are we saying that Kingsley Jones was a bad coach? Is that what we're saying?
I think that was pretty evident from the beginning.
Yeah.
So what happened was, hold on a second here. I'm just gonna switch my seat here. Okay.
Yeah.
So Tyler Ardron.
Tyler Ardron's back.
Tyler Ardron.
Osprey's legend.
He's already gone.
Yeah, I know. He came back for one game.
Yeah.
But he played well.
Yes. Scored 4 tries.
Yeah.
He was such a difference maker in that game.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the fucking his experience and his power.
Yeah.
Like he's playing in the top 14.
Yeah.
Pure power game, pure
Yeah.
big brutes. Just his strength,
Yeah.
his knowledge. At the breakdown in general, he was just a nuisance all over the field.
He's a hard man as well, isn't he? He's a real hard man. Like he just brushes things off.
He has to be honestly the best rugby player that Canada's ever produced.
I would
And
say
he's a Canadian produced player.
he is. I was going to say DTH van der Merwe, but you've got to admit that part of his upbringing is South African.
Yes.
And a significant part of his rugby knowledge is South African. Whereas Tyler Ardron, you're right, he was born and raised here. You know?
And this is a guy that played league rugby in Ontario. Just nothing special about his rugby upbringing.
Well, I'll tell you what, though. I watched him at the Ospreys for a while. He was very good there.
Yes.
He was very good there. Yeah. When they were winning as well, when they were good, you know.
He was just a natural rugby brain.
He's an athlete, right? True athlete.
A true athlete.
Yeah.
When he was in New Zealand, he was like one of the best back rows in New Zealand at the time he was there.
Yeah.
And then he's just all over the place I don't know, like his significant impact in the top 14.
I don't know. I wish I did.
But he frequently starts.
Plays Castra.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
With 4 tries, just came in, and he was just and then another player that's back too in the mix is Evan Olmsted from Europe. He plays in France too. He plays in second division there.
Yeah.
So those 2 guys, having those 2 guys there, the sad thing is they're both north of like 33. Like one's 34. I think one's 34. One's 35.
Got Arjun right here. He's 34. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. And then what about Evan Olmsted?
Haven't got him, but he's over 30, no doubt.
Yeah. Because he was playing. He played in the 2015 World Cup. I think he even played in the 2011.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
These
guys were around when Jamie Cudmore was a big deal.
Yeah.
You know, same generation of guys.
Yeah. And it's just like, and the thing about watching this game that was so significant was the defense. The Canada's defense was ruthless.
Yeah.
And their forwards really you know what? No, not even just the forwards. I think everyone just played their part.
Yeah.
Everyone made their tackles. Everyone was in space. Like everyone played. There was a desperation.
Yeah.
You could see it. You could see the desperation.
Yeah.
Like the Canadians were just like, it was heroic in my eyes.
And to lose 2 games at home, one of them you expected them to win, which I think was the Belgium game.
Yes.
That's got to hurt. But a bad team, a Kingsley Jones team, probably wilts. Canada didn't. Canada clearly motivated them.
Yeah, there was some the Spain game, the game that they weren't supposed to be even good in.
Yeah,
they played really well.
They did, and to be honest, they should have won that game.
And they should have won that. I agree with you. The difference with Kingsley Jones gone.
Yeah. I mean, they got a win against, I think it was Romania last year, which wasn't it was a decent win, but they haven't really done anything. Beating the US is significant, and it looks bad on the US because these guys have got a slightly dysfunctional but multiple team professional league, and there are no fruits of their labor as far as I can see. And Canada, meanwhile, have been barren for years.
Yes.
And they pull off this win, and it is a significant win.
I think you're right there. There is something to say about that. Like there is what is going on with like the see, I think it was at the beginning of the summer, USA played really good. And you're like, okay, so the MLR, we're seeing the MLR like do something.
Yeah.
I thought
finally.
I think like, oh, here's the dividends.
Yeah.
Of this team.
Yeah.
of this league.
Yeah.
And then I just don't know. That game shouldn't have went that way.
No. This has been a year of unpredictable results, and we are reminded this is rugby. There are unpredictabilities. But for me, the USA are running out of excuses now to beat. They shouldn't lose to Canada. I mean, I want Canada to win, but they shouldn't lose to them based on their resources. There's something going on as well, because I look at the Japanese league, and the Japanese national side have not stepped up. They've actually gotten worse since 2015. They've gotten worse. A lot worse, actually.
Yes.
They've gone from beating Springboks, they beat Ireland, they beat Scotland, and when they beat Wales, it was like, okay, fucking Wales aren't a good team,
they
right?
They gave, in that, I think it was the quarterfinal in 2019, they gave the Springboks.
They gave them a scare.
Yeah, they gave them a scare.
Did. They really did.
Like, that was a hungry...
My point is, though, if you are playing in that kind of league where the other teams you're playing against aren't very good either, i.e. the standard of play isn't as high as it is in the URC, Super Rugby, the French divisions, you're not getting better unless you play teams who are better than you.
It's good enough to keep Springboks players good.
In Japan,
it's good enough for to keep Kiwis good.
I mean, that's the thing, though. They go there for the payday, and they're clearly the best player on the field when they're playing. And that means the standard of opposition isn't getting any better either.
You would think that these players in Japan's like playing with these high level players in these games, you would see like Japan become a force to reckon with.
Yeah.
Like that should be out of all the teams, Japan should be the one that's been rising the most.
Yeah.
Like you should see Japan like taking the All Blacks to the brink.
Yeah.
Not Argentina.
Yeah.
And you're seeing the exact opposite.
Yeah, you really are. And that's I'm going back to the US. Yeah, they haven't had the same caliber of international player come to the MLR, but there's been enough significant big names going over that you think that would have rubbed off a bit. The USA still, and there's problems in the MLR. We've had another 2 teams fold this year. It does seem like this, and you've heard CEOs and people say we're not in this for the money.
Yeah.
We're playing it for the love of the game. None of these clubs are really profitable. They all need a millionaire to keep them floating. But I don't know. I was hopeful for the US. I want them to get better. I do want a kind of a headquarters of rugby in North America,
especially with a World Cup looming.
Yeah.
Like in like what 8 years or like 6 years.
Yeah, because if the World Cup happened in the US tomorrow, that home advantage would mean fucking nothing for the United States, would it? It wouldn't help them at all. They'd still get battered by big teams.
You're not going to beat Uruguay.
No.
You're probably going to get a Brazil and Chile are going to take you to. Chile would definitely beat USA.
Yeah, 100%. Don't disagree. Yeah.
Yeah. Portugal, Spain, like these.
These upcoming European and South American teams I think they would have them. Yeah, and that home advantage means nothing, does it? Because you'd hope it would take them enough to give a big team a scare, but no chance really. So a bit sad. Whereas Japan, it galvanized them. It made a difference, but that was when they were kind of on the up. But going back to Canada, is this the start of something? Or is it... Where do you go? Because you haven't got Tyler Ardron next week.
No.
Not that there is a next week, but in the future. And Tyler Ardron coming in makes Lucas Rumble look a bit past his prime. Because he is your go-to experienced ball-carrying back rower.
Yeah.
Tyler Ardron comes in and makes him look like amateurish, doesn't he?
Yeah. The thing about Lucas Rumble... If people don't know, Lucas Rumble's been probably Captain Canada for a long time now.
And he's getting on.
He is getting on. He's getting up there. I think he's like 31, 32 maybe.
Yeah.
He looks sore. Just the way he walks, he looks like he's not very mobile.
Slows down.
He's also got these like weird where his feet kind of stick out to the sides.
He's got the Liam Williams bow legs going on.
It's really strange, but like he looks like he's like hurting, like he's playing injured.
Yeah.
Like he just doesn't look top form.
Yeah.
Because this is a guy, he might be it might be rugby's taking a toll on his body.
Maybe happens.
And he's kind of just holding on.
He's just playing for the love of the game, man.
I tell you not though, like I mean, he was fucking great.
Yeah.
On Saturday too.
Yeah. Well, everyone needed to have a good game, and I think they did.
Everyone played their part. Everyone made their tackles.
Yeah.
And no one gave up. The concerning thing is Evan Olmstead and Tyler Audron were just such a big impact.
Yeah.
Another thing that's really concerning about Team Canada is they barely used their bench. I think they made 2 or 3 subs that game.
They just didn't trust him.
They didn't trust them.
Yeah. Or it's going that well that you think, don't mess with it.
Yeah, but I think it's like there were some guys there that were like, they were holding on. They were just holding on in the end. And
Yeah.
like, yeah. I think his name's Stephen Meehan. He's the head coach.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if he has much trust in his. Yeah, his name's Stephen Meehan.
Yeah.
Doesn't have much trust in his bench.
That says a lot as well, because I've been there. We won a game on Thursday, and I was terrified to upset a winning team. Terrified. A good coach trusts his bench, right? I think a bad coach is, keeps juicing that lemon till it's all gone.
Yeah.
To the point where you go past it slightly, and then you end up losing, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's something to be said for that as well. Like, this is a new Canada era. What I'm saying, though, is where do you go? Because you've dropped some Prems players into the Canada team, metaphorically, in Tyler Ardron and Alvin Olmstead.
Yeah, this is where the story gets sad. Also, there's just not enough international games for them.
There isn't.
If you want to keep this ball rolling, they should keep playing games. Like this PNC, this Pacific Nations Cup.
Yeah.
There's Japan, Fiji, Samoa, Tonga, Canada, and the United States.
Yeah.
All the teams don't even play each other.
No. Because they probably can't afford it.
I was like, oh, I can't wait for Canada to play Fiji. I'm looking at it. They just played the USA and Japan, and that's it. They're done.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Like, how do you even call it a championship?
Yeah.
Like, this is not a championship.
No, it's some kind of conference system bullshit, isn't it? Yeah.
I think if you're going to have an actual championship, okay, I understand that these nations don't have a lot of money.
Yeah.
And traveling back and forth and stuff like that's
just not feasible for them, yeah.
Host it in one place.
Yeah. Like, pick a city.
Yeah, pick a city.
Yeah, pick 2.
Yeah, pick 2.
Yeah.
And then host them in that city. Like, have the, Vancouver, Japan.
Yeah.
The Pacific Nations Cup in Japan.
Yeah.
Japanese will just flood that.
Totally.
No matter who's playing.
Well, even if even if I'm a Canadian rugby player, and we know that there's problems with playing for the Canadian national team because you're worried your career's jeopardized if you get injured. If you told me I'll give you a month in Fiji, you get to play 2 games of rugby, hang out on the beach the rest of the time, I'm there.
Yeah.
I am there. Like, make it enticing, Like, it doesn't have to be in a big famous city. I'd love to go to the Pacific Islands. That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
What an experience, right?
Yeah. Like, you can host it, like, have a host city.
Yeah.
Make it
so.
an actual thing.
Yeah. But it is probably a money thing at the end of the day.
It is a money thing, but I don't like come on, swimming teams do this.
Yeah.
This
Seriously.
isn't like a isn't like a significant thing. Like, just have a host city.
And that's the annoying thing as well. We know for a fact that Canada and USA rugby have enough money to do these kind of things.
They do.
They're penny pinching, and I understand the penny pinching compared to France, a lot of other countries, but they've got enough to pull this off.
I just don't know. I don't know what's going on behind the doors in Rugby Canada.
No.
On what their plans are.
Yeah.
But you have some good things happening.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, this new coach, this Steve Meehan guy,
doing something.
he's doing something good. And I know when he was at the Arrows, people loved him there.
Yeah.
So
would we say, though, if they'd have lost that game to the USA, all of a sudden you're looking at 3 losses with 1 game you definitely should have won at home, then it's a different story.
I feel like it depends on the games go. Because if you looked at those 2 games in Edmonton here against Belgium and Spain, they played pretty decent.
They did.
So there were some sparks. They just I think you would say the same thing. Like, you know what? It's just what we have.
Yeah.
But to see the team turn into something. Yeah. To see them like reach a different level. Yeah. With a new coach, it just there's just so much exposed.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah. I'm not optimistic, but I just think this is as best as you can hope for now, isn't it?
Yeah.
A couple of scalps of people who are slightly above you on the ranking table. And to fight Kingsley Jones's corner just a little bit, let's not forget, he wasn't just the head coach, he was the only fucking coach.
Yeah, because
he was the ball boy, he was the water boy, he was everything, right? There was no one else.
So, yeah, to be fair, too, when you're looking at, and I wonder if that has something to do with how much he was getting paid.
I think so.
If he was getting paid too much money and they couldn't afford other coaches.
Maybe.
Because right now you're looking, they have 1, 2, 3, 4 coaches on their staff right now. They have a head analysis.
Yeah.
They have 2 therapists. They have a team doctor, a manager, a media manager. Like, I'm just looking at this right now.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe they're trying some more. It is what it is.
Yeah. That all sounds like plane tickets to Fiji being spent on the wrong guy to me. But whatever. What do I know? Thanks for Ruby for telling us to talk about that as well, eh?
Yeah, there you go. We talked about the
There you
PNC.
go,
We
Ruby.
got it there.
Yeah.
We got it out.
Yeah.
Some other big rugby's going on.
Women's rugby.
Women's rugby.
I sounded like a confused misogynist then. Women's rugby.
Women playing
we
rugby.
We love women's rugby. I start sounding sarcastic. It wasn't supposed to.
Yeah,
I
the
do
first
genuinely
weekend
love it.
of women's rugby happened.
Yeah, it did. Some fucking lopsided results. You know,
Okay.
can I get my what might be misconstrued as misogyny but definitely isn't opinion out the way?
Yeah.
It's hard to get into this because of how lopsided the results are across the board. You know, when even the Men's Rugby World Cup, I know 60% of the games on any given week in a World Cup are going to be lopsided, but I'm there for the Ireland-South Africa game. I'm there for the New Zealand-France game, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
This one, and this is a credit to England and their setup as much as anyone, I have no faith that anyone's going to beat England. They are that fucking good.
I think we kind of got, there's a little foolery going on here.
Okay.
Because you're right, 8 games,
Yeah.
every single one of those games
Yeah.
was
Hammerings.
a hammering.
Yeah. And Wales let everyone down there because I'm not saying we should have won, but we've got enough of a fucking professional setup to give Scotland a game and hopefully beat them. But no, never
They
mind.
didn't even give it, like, it
We
just,
got fucking flattened.
every single one of them games were a hammering.
Everyone. Yeah.
So I was like, look at the results.
Yeah.
And when you're just like if you go and watch the highlights for England, USA,
Yeah.
England just dummies them.
Yeah.
Like Canada too.
Yeah.
I think what's going on it's the pool stages, and right now in the women's game,
Yeah.
you have a big, huge gap between
Yeah.
the good teams
Yeah.
and the bad teams.
And let's not forget, men's rugby isn't that far ahead in terms of those discrepancies. It's
No.
not that far ahead.
And I think if you played, if the England men played the USA men,
Yeah.
it would be a 69-7 game.
It would definitely be a comfortable
Right?
win. Yeah.
Australia versus Samoa men's side,
Still an
73-0.
Australian win. Still an Australian win.
and probably a hammering.
Yeah.
Scotland, Wales would probably be a tighter game,
Yeah.
but Scotland would still win.
Yeah. That one's that weird result of the weekend.
Yes.
You know?
Canada versus Fiji, this would be like I think the Fiji men would beat Canada.
Oh, definitely. But in the other direction, you'd say.
Yeah.
I think Fiji would batter the Canadian men, you know?
Yeah, France, Italy, so you're seeing some of these Ireland, Japan, South Africa versus Brazil. So you're seeing a lot of teams. There's a huge gap because you have a lot of women that are professionals,
Yeah.
and a lot of them that are not.
Yeah, we know that.
Yes.
We know that. Like, we know this is and the good news is there's more professional setups now in women rugby than there ever been. So much progress has happened in the last 2 or 3 years. This is all going in the right direction.
It is.
We just
100%.
got to be patient, you know?
And it's the group stages.
Yeah.
So you haven't seen the Titans.
No.
You haven't seen the Titans play each other yet.
Yeah, and we've got some new Titans because let's not forget Ireland beat New Zealand. They're part of the big girls now.
Yeah,
you
they're
know?
part of the big
They're
girls.
part of the big girls club now.
Yeah.
So, and Scotland are getting good. You know, we do have the Celtic League now. We've got Wales, Ireland, and Scotland with professional setups.
Yeah.
A lot of those women play in England professionally, which is a good thing,
Yeah.
by the way. France, England, New Zealand, Canada, and I would include Ireland in that, are all contenders, I think. So, you're right. When we get to the quarters, we'll see some real tight, good games of rugby. Crazy thing is, this is why this is Canada's week. Yeah, they won, and yeah, it was a hammering. But how the fuck do they do it without a professional setup? All of these, one of these girls came from another club in Edmonton. She's just some person from a club. She's not playing in a French multi-million euro fucking league, right? It's wild that someone like Sophie de Goody can score an amazing try and convert her own fucking try.
I think, in my eyes, Sophie de Goody is probably the best rugby player
Pound for pound,
for
that
pound
we'd say. Yeah.
in the world.
Yeah, it's a similar situation to when Serena Williams has talked about, and everyone goes, "Oh, a man would beat her," but she has won relentlessly for her entire fucking career. Like, for her own category, she's the best fucking athlete in the sport, and I think you could say that for Sophie de Goody as well.
She does it all.
She does everything.
And she can play any position and be good.
Yeah, and she's a good fucking kicker, right? Like, those kicks are no different for men or women. They're the same fucking... She's a good fucking kicker. And she's a fucking back rower or a lock, right?
Yeah.
That is wild.
Like, who's the last lock kicker? There was a guy, Eales?
John Eales, was it?
I think it was for Australia.
Yeah, and that's in the days where they used
Like
to
2002.
They usually used a lump of sand to kick it, so it's a different era, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she could do it all.
She's really fucking good. Yeah. No doubt.
The talent in the Canadian women's game,
it's unreal. That's what I'm getting at.
Fucking
That's bizarre.
insane.
It's weird. Like where do you find these people?
These girls can ball.
They really can. Yeah, they really can.
Fucking ball.
Yeah, yeah. It was good. It was entertaining because, you know, Fiji had their moments, but what I liked watching Canada is they're a real structured team, right? They don't just play what's in front of them. That try that she scored, textbook fucking move from a line out, right? They are hard to do on the training field consistency, let alone on a rugby field, as we fucking know. So Canada look in a good position to be contenders because their structure is really fucking strong.
This was also like these scores are a lot of high scores.
Yeah.
It was also a highlight reel like wet dream. Like there were so many highlights.
Yeah, there were.
There were some sick tries.
Shell, Canada's fullback, she doubled her international try tally in one game with 5 tries, I think. And like none of them were gimmies.
No, I think it was 6. She scored 6 in the first half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I wish I was just like a quarter of as good. I watch them play. It's like, fuck.
Yeah.
I'll never be like that.
Yeah.
I can never play like that. Like, fuck. Yeah. I'm just like, you just gotta wait. Yes, the games weren't very competitive, but there was a display of talent, and you just gotta wait. I think as this tournament goes on, and especially when it gets to the knockouts.
Yeah.
That's what's really gonna get. Like even the World Cup. Like the World Cup, there's a lot of blowouts.
That's literally
in the men's World Cup.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's
and
what I was saying.
I remember the first time I went to the World Cup, I watched some pool stage games, and I was like, "Okay, next time I go to the World Cup, I'm gonna go to knockouts."
Just go to the knockouts. And even you went to Argentina, New Zealand.
Yeah, and
let's not forget, were a fucking letdown.
Yeah, it was a letdown game
in that semi-final.
That was a blowout.
Yeah, it was. But yeah, I don't know. Like, obviously, I'm. It's not that I don't want to watch these, but I sat down for New Zealand, Spain. And I thought, I'm a bit bored now, just because it was going the way I thought. So I'm kind of like, wake me up when the quarters start. But like I said, I did that with the men's, to be honest. So we'll see how it goes. And, you know, honestly, I'm a bit depressed about where Wales are, because they talked about the Scotland-Wales game in the build-up. Like, this is kind of a final for both of them, because we're in a bit of a group of death. We know Canada are going to be the top team in that group.
Yeah.
Whoever gets second is basically qualifying as well. So both Wales and Scotland knew they needed to win that. Yeah, we've got a new coach in Sean Lynn, and he was a really good coach at Gloucester. We've got a lot of new caps, but there's just no fucking good news for Welsh rugby recently. It's fucking depressing. I mean, I know that's been the case for literally 2 years, but it's getting hard to hang in there sometimes. Like, just give us something, guys. Just give us something. A win against Japan doesn't count either. Fuck that. Like, I want some significant wins, please.
I really think watching the Canadian girls play.
Yeah.
I really they might be able to pull this off this whole tournament.
It's not impossible.
It's not impossible.
Yeah, I would give them a
England
longer
are good.
odds.
England are good. Are really good. They
England
are
really
obviously
good.
the favorites.
Yeah.
But I feel like if Canada pull out all the stops, and they stay healthy through the tournament, I really think this could be a huge year for them.
Do you know what though? England,
even if they make it to the final.
If they make it to the final, you got to remember though. England were beaten by New Zealand in the final in the last Women's World Cup. They went in as slight favourites, I think. They have improved vastly. Not vastly, they've improved a lot. There's some real good players. They are going to be so motivated to win a World Cup at home. And I think that is such a powerful motivator. Can compare. Like, Canada's story is amazing, but I would put money on England every day to win this World Cup.
The worst part is England have a poached Canadian player too.
They do.
Yeah.
They've got a poached Welsh one as well.
Those motherfuckers.
Yeah. But that's just what they do. Whatever.
Should we get on with the rugby championship?
Should we mirror what the breakdown did and just talk about how shit New Zealand are for 45 minutes and forget all the other rugby happened? Yeah.
Because
I don't even want to start with New Zealand. Let's start with Australia and the Springboks.
Oh, Australia.
Oh, Australia.
So you could say a couple good things. You know, this kind of solidified.
Say some good things about Australia. Yeah, okay.
Those Lions tour.
Yeah,
they beat a good team.
And Australia are officially back.
Yes,
despite everyone's doomsaying, which was us. I was like, they're fucked forever.
Because we said last week on the pod that, South Africa was kind of playing. They were being weird.
We called this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this week, which was best, it was the best thing ever. The Springboks went back to their DNA. They won this game. But the Australians still put up a fight. And they were
so close to winning.
They could have won this game.
They definitely could have won this game.
They could have won this game.
There was a moment in that game where I think it was Connor missed a conversion or a penalty. I can't remember which. And I thought if that goes over, because they scored the try and it put them like 1 point behind. They convert, they go ahead. That galvanizes you. That could have been it. They could have just, I don't want to say defend a lead, but when you're in front with 10 minutes to go, it changes the feeling a little bit. This was not a gimme for the Springboks. They tried their shit haircut they came out with a fashionable haircut. Everyone laughed at them. They shaved it all off, went back to old school of South African rugby, and it worked. But it was ugly. Let's be real. That was an ugly, old-fashioned Springboks performance.
Yes, it was.
And they had guys like R.G. Snyman, who we've seen for Leinster be slick, catching balls one-handed in the line out, offloading things like a Fijian. He was good, but in a dirty old... And I don't mean dirty in a cheaty way. I just mean grindy, boring, right? South Africa, and Rassie said this, they had to dust off the old playbook to win this game, and it showed.
Yeah, he was bitter about it.
He didn't want to do it.
He was bitter about this win.
Yeah,
he's like, "Hey, you guys got what you wanted. There you go."
Yeah. Thanks,
sorry
fans.
Sorry for trying to play a different style.
Yeah, he was like that, wasn't he? He was always like having a go at the South African. But thanks for coming out and paying money for us to watch play boring rugby.
Yeah, he was mad.
He was mad they didn't like his fucking haircut.
I think he was mad. Yeah, because he wants to grow the game. He wants to grow the game really bad. He's just a perfectionist.
Yeah.
That's just pure proof right there. Yeah, he was just he had a pout fest.
You did.
I was like, holy fuck, he's pissed.
He's been grumpy for a couple of weeks now.
He's been very grumpy. He's been grumpy.
We're
We're in the grumpy Razzie Erasmus.
No, it's the Ozempic. It messes with your mood. I told you.
He's all fucked up over Ozempic.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's fucking he's just bitching on after the game.
Yeah.
He just won the game.
Yeah.
He's we played the way we're known to play.
I've seen a lot of Wales games where they were ugly wins and it never felt like a win. That's how that game felt. It was like we won because we had to, not because we wanted to. That's how it felt like watching that game. And I was gutted for Australia, not least because it looks like they've lost Tom Wright.
Oh, he's done.
He's done. It looks like
Seal's done.
They had that guy something Toole replacing Dylan Peach who looked decent, and he was on debut. But they also lost, I think they might have lost Sualiti. He definitely came off. Anyway, what has gone from like the golden back line has suddenly become who the fuck's left, which is worrying considering you've got to play New Zealand and Argentina next.
You know what? And this fucking sucks too because they are in a spot where they're playing... Australia's playing so good. They're playing good rugby.
It's crazy to say.
But I don't know if they have the team to last. They're kind of fucking, they're just losing a guy here and there.
Yeah.
And it's just like, who's going to come in and make the difference?
Because this tournament is wide open and a fully stacked Australia. My dad said this to me today. If it wasn't for those injuries, they could have won this. And he's right. He was right. This tournament is wide open. Nobody has won every game.
Everyone's 1-1.
Yeah, Australia are not scared of New Zealand at all.
No,
because they've just been playing them for that long. They know what they are.
I think they might even have a better game. It depends on Wright being Tom Wright being injured.
Yeah, he's done.
That's a huge loss because he's been probably one of their best players.
Yeah.
All summer.
Yeah.
When they get to play New Zealand, they're going to be really up for it, and I feel like a lot of Australian fans.
Yeah.
And media pundits feel like this is the year that they could take a Bledisloe.
Yeah.
Because they haven't done it. I have never seen them win a Bledisloe.
Imagine a surprise Bledisloe as well. No one expected the surprise Bledisloe.
That would probably be the perfect Australian year.
Oh, wouldn't it, though? Yeah. And to come from... It wasn't even a slow build. No. It was like uppercut out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Almost beating the Lions in this apocalyptic storm. It was some kind of metaphorical storm in Australia, changing the fate, and then they come out swinging and beat South Africa. It's a cool story.
Another concerning thing is how much of this is Joe Schmidt.
Concerning because he's going, right?
Because he's going.
Yeah, not because he's staying and going to make them better.
I was like, Australian rugby, you guys should fucking throw the checkbook at this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Do what needs to be done.
I would be building a care facility for his disabled child next to the stadium.
Yeah,
like whatever makes your life easy, Joe.
Whatever makes your life easy.
Yeah, we will pay it.
We will do whatever it takes. I know he likes to be around his family, which is understandable.
Fair enough, right?
Fair enough. But man, like
this guy's a hell of a coach.
I'm sorry, Joe, but you're just too smart.
Rugby needs you.
You're too good at your job.
Yeah.
To be let go, like, oh man, what are you guys doing? Like, he needs to be here. He needs to stay.
Yeah, he does. Because people would pay a lot. Like the French, like everyone else would be happy to have him now, wouldn't they? You know. I want to transition that into, is Scott Robertson a letdown? Because if we transition now to the other game, is it? You remember when we had this whole, is Tom Brady or Bill Belichick the one that is the real brains behind the New England Patriots, right?
Yes.
You have the opposite situation now where the All Blacks are a bit shit and Scott Robertson's a bit shit. Which one's really a bit shit? Is it the All Blacks or Scott Robertson? Because he's still got a lot of excellent tools to win a rugby game, but this is far from a vintage All Black squad.
I think this is the way that the All Blacks lost this game.
Oh, yeah, you go first because I got some thoughts on why they lost this game.
Was classic way they always lose games. They have a discipline problem.
They really this game, that is the most, because what you expect from the All Blacks is for them to attempt to and often get away with cheating around the breakdown, which, by the way, everyone else does.
Yes, they're just the best.
They're just really fucking good at it.
Yeah,
because they play so hard. This game, they were trying to fucking break the rules in broad daylight. You know, two purposeful knock-ons. Will Jordan clearly changes his line and causes an obstruction. And there were times in that game, particularly at the start, they're 2 tries ahead, 2 tries up. Mm-hmm. They have all the momentum in the world, and they start doing stupid stuff. Sever Reese's knock-on, deliberate knock-on. Mm-hmm. It's the most blatant fucking thing I've ever seen. I almost wanted to give a try for it. I felt pissed off because I was like, every genuine Argentinian attacking threat has been squashed by your cheating.
The worst is he's like starfished out.
Yeah,
he's like starfished.
He was like a jumping jack in the middle of the field. But
he taps the ball.
It's pissed me off because, like, I get that you take deliberate penalties sometimes, but you're literally ruining the game right now. Like, the RGs have worked really hard to get into a good position. They're playing some really slick rugby. It's like popping the ball with a pin and going, fuck you. Right? I thought we were to play rugby, boys, right? There should be a harsher punishment if you do that repeatedly. Seriously, because it ruined the game at times for me. It ruined a really exciting game. It was like someone hiding the ball. I was so disappointed with it.
It's just it was like desperation.
It was desperation.
It was pure desperation.
Yeah.
And you see it so many times where they do shit like this and it kind of goes in their favor.
Yeah.
You know what? You stop the try.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a yellow card, but we can defend that off. We'll score a try. Like they're so confident in their ability.
Yeah. To get one back with 2 yellow cards down.
It's weird because you got South Africa that's like trying to play a different style.
Yeah.
But have to go back to their original style to win a game, which is fair.
Yeah.
And then you have New Zealand, which is kind of like, I don't know what direction Scott Robertson's trying to take.
That's what I was going to get at next.
And I feel like they're trying to go back to the old ways of playing.
Yeah.
And it's a different game.
We're still in the era of tries are cool again, okay?
Yeah.
We're still in the era of high-scoring games compared to 2019, 2015. Most international games now, this is a random, probably lying statistic, but there's always a 30 points in there somewhere, you know? And New Zealand, this should be their time. This is what you're fucking good at, scoring tries. And you're right, it's like they're trying to go back to, you know, thrive in the chaos New Zealand, where we'll pick up a ball out of the loose breakdown, we'll run it in real quick, you won't see it coming.
Yeah.
But it's like they're not good at it anymore.
They can't. You see them. They get the ball.
Yeah.
The backs get it, and they fuck it up.
And we used to talk about New Zealand being the innovators in rugby. Was it just because they had a golden generation? Because they badly miss Brodie Retallick. They badly miss Sam Whitelock. Scott Barrett's fine. He's a very good lock, actually. But they badly... And even RD Surveyor, who I would say is the best Kiwi player at the minute, I don't think he's as good as Kieran Reid was. He's actually, no, that's not true. He's as good.
Yeah.
At times maybe better even. But my point is like every single 2015 All Black, almost to a man, is better than the current crop. And it made it seem like, oh, they're innovating, they're changing the way rugby is played. Were they just that fucking good in every position?
It's like they're trying to. It's almost like they're trying to play like a no system rugby.
Yes,
like just go out there and see what happens.
Yeah,
and kind of feel the game out. And it's kind of everyone's kind of on a different game plan.
Yeah,
they just don't look. They're
not competent enough.
They don't look connected.
No. And do you know who does do that well? France. And you know how they do it? Because they've got fucking BLBRA, they've got fucking Penot, they've got Dupont, they've got Entema. They're every one of their back line, Ramos, they're fucking rock stars.
Yeah.
Right? And then you have Will Jordan who obstructs tackles really obviously and runs in a straight line really fast.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, that was.
He was shite this game.
Too. Yeah.
He was shite that game. Yeah.
That penalty.
Yeah.
I was pissed off about that too.
Yeah. Right.
Like, that should have been a penalty try.
It should have been a penalty to try.
I thought that should have been a penalty try.
Yeah.
I thought the one Severed Reese thing.
Yeah.
I was like, well, there's no one there. If that guy catches that ball, he's gone.
Yeah, and it makes me so angry because a team like New Zealand who know they're going to score tries shouldn't be lowering themselves to that level, right?
Yeah.
Ruining the game for everyone. I fucking annoyed me that did. But you know,
I feel like because we used to have a Kiwi coach, and when I first started playing rugby, we were into training,
Yeah.
and I didn't know any of the rules.
Yeah.
So we were doing this drill, and I was playing on defense. We were just doing a team run.
Yeah.
And they just put me on defense. Yeah, just run defense.
Yeah.
And I ran up and smacked the ball down.
Yeah.
This one guy went to go pass to another guy, and I ran in between them and smacked the ball to the
Were you
ground.
kind of like joking, or you didn't
No,
know?
I didn't know, so I thought I was doing good. I saw
Yeah.
the ball, and I just smacked it out of the way, right? And it went, and then everyone's like, "What are you doing? You can't do that." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, what?" It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a knock on. You can't just smack the ball out of the way.
Yeah.
And then the coach came up. He's like, "Don't worry. He stopped the play. Whatever. Who cares?"
Yeah.
Right. The play stopped.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. He's like,
So he was kind of like a little proud of you.
yeah,
He's like,
he didn't
"All right,
care. He
buddy."
was like, the
Yeah.
play stopped.
Yeah.
I'm like, did they score? No.
Yeah.
Right.
If it wins a game of rugby, let's fucking do
Who
it.
cares?
Yeah.
It's that. Yeah. So it was kind of like, okay, so he didn't give a fuck about that fuckery.
And you know what? Our rugby team right now, I think a lot of Canadian rugby teams in our area could do with a little bit more cheating spirit. Do what
Yeah.
you can to win. I don't mean
Yes.
violently, but I mean, you know, what you get away with it. Because there's no fucking cameras where we play. Unfortunately for the Kiwis, there were a lot of cameras on during that game on Severed Reese and Will Jordan, right? Like if you're gonna try and push the boundary, which you're good at, do it subtly, you know, do it in the way you've historically done it. Because the thing was, New Zealand had all the momentum in that game. And the first two tries they had, I thought, oh, they're going to cruise this. And Argentina didn't have to do a lot because they were getting, by halftime, the Kiwis were 2 yellow cards down. They were down to 13 men. And they still didn't concede a try in that time. They gave away a couple penalties, a couple 3-pointers. But I thought they can win this game. They've just got to fucking stop being idiots. And they didn't. And that's not to take away from Argentina, who were fucking excellent, actually. And what they did was stop being fannies like they were in the last game. Because like you said, that last Argie game, it was like they wanted to lose.
Yeah.
This game, they were Pablo Matera was vintage Pablo Matera. He was like a fucking bull.
That's a thing that that was the biggest difference in this game too. That the heart and physicality of Argentina,
Unreal.
like every player just goes into every tackle 10,000%.
Yeah. They were so up for it. I loved it. You know, they've never beaten the All Blacks at home either. It was the first ever time.
You're also going through another thing with New Zealand is you're going like right now, these current crop of players, the majority of them didn't play in the era where they beat everyone all the time.
We've said this before.
So this is a new team, and they're
don't not used to winning, are they?
They're not carrying. There's no one carrying over that winning mentality.
Yeah,
these guys are. Sorry. Yeah, they're not. That whole mentality of we're going to win this game no matter what is not there anymore.
And if
all
it
those
is, it's coming
gone.
out in the wrong way, right?
Yes.
They're so desperate that they end up just looking stupid.
Yeah, so this.
Because it used to be, it was like they're still winning games, but they're not like the triple locked platinum standard. We never fucking lose. Kiwis, are they? They're we lose every now and again, but we're pretty good.
Yeah,
Kiwis.
Like, I think there's like there might be a mental thing going on because a lot of these players like have lost games.
Yeah,
and they're not used to losing
That's
games.
right.
And
yeah.
but these guys are.
Yeah,
these guys have lost games. So when they go out there, there's a like, well, we better play really good.
It's a weird thing to believe you could lose, because the opposite used to be that 2015 All Blacks. They didn't believe it. No, we don't. You know what about? We don't lose games. Yeah. Are you fucking serious?
The
we don't lose games.
confidence going out, like they, it just feels like they're not. The confidence is not there.
Because even if you're an 80% team, it's a big difference in terms of outcome than a 90% team, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm a 90% team, I win World Cups, I win rugby championships. If I'm an 80% team, I'm more like Ireland last World Cup. Like, we're really fucking good, but there's a few of us who don't quite believe we can do it.
Like when you're a new All Black coming into the team in like 2013,
Yeah,
2008,
yeah,
2009.
Yeah.
You're walking into a team that's like wins like 90% of their games,
and you lose. If you make a mistake, you're just dropped because there's another guy behind you who's fucking incredible.
So the
right?
desperation to be on the team, was huge.
Yeah,
'cause you're like, holy cow, I'm with these guys.
yeah, yeah,
right. I'm in the room with these guys. These guys are heroes.
Yeah.
Right. And now this team feels like, okay, guys, we gotta get better.
Yeah.
We gotta work on what's wrong. Right. When back 10 years ago, when you're walking to an All Blacks team, they had everything figured out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And that is the thing with this game too. Like they don't have. This is the first generation of All Blacks and probably forever where they don't know who is the person for their positions.
Yeah. It's like, what's the best ever sports car? It's probably like, I don't know, like a Lamborghini, something like that.
Sure.
Yeah. This is like a sports car that someone who's pretty rich but not that rich buys. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
Like a Ford Mustang.
Yeah, this is a Ford Mustang. It's a nice car. Don't get me wrong. I would love a Ford Mustang, right? But it's not a fucking Lamborghini.
No,
you know, like
it's just a lot of like I don't even think Scott Robertson knows his team.
that was the thing. I was just like, what? I have yet to see his I've yet to see his fucking fingerprints on this All Blacks team, and I don't know enough about it. I'm sure a Kiwi would tell me I'm wrong, and fair enough, but I don't see. Even Ian Foster, his fingerprints were playing Sam Cane repeatedly through good and bad. You know, like I don't know what Scott Robertson's deal is. I can't see his Crusader blueprint. You know.
Yeah, like the New Zealand media was having a complete meltdown over this team.
Yeah, they're funny to watch, though, aren't they?
Yeah, I love it when the All Blacks lose because I go straight to
the breakdown.
The breakdown where they completely have they just have a fucking like disaster.
Yeah.
Like they're just.
It's like someone assassinated the prime minister, isn't it? It's like, what the fuck is
what do we
this?
do?
Yeah.
Like, how can we live? Is there enough oxygen in the air? Like, they just don't know what the fuck's going on. And I love every second of it.
Yeah.
I just love watching them just like, because they just have a complete meltdown. And like, oh, we're like a tier 2 nation now. You know, like, it's just like, it's just funny. It's like, okay, guys, you guys lost one game. Like, you know what? All other teams, this happens to them.
Yeah, regularly.
They're just not used to it.
No.
And they had it so good for so long.
They don't know how low that... as a Welshman, I know how fucking low that floor is. You can go lower, boys.
Yeah, you can go way
You can
lower.
fall off a fucking cliff if you really try. Like, fucking
and
hell.
I feel like, too, like, there was lots of stuff in this game, too. Like, the problem with the All Blacks are, every other coach would like to have these problems.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, my players are so good, and they're just making random mistakes. Like, they're just, like... A few hop, skips, and a jump from being like
from
the best
winning
team
a
in the
World
world.
Cup, right?
Yeah,
that's the truth. That's the truth. Yeah.
So it's not like it's a disaster. It's just that it is a thing now where yes, the All Blacks lose once in a while.
And if I am Argentina and I've just beaten All Blacks at home for the very first time, that record is forever, right?
Yeah.
Because there's still teams out there who've never beaten the All Blacks, right?
Yeah.
When Ireland started beating them, that was a forever thing, right? That was an Irish team in 40 years' time is they going to take 2-3% off their fear factor? Because no, like I met retired Johnny Saxon the other day. He told me about when they beat them.
Yeah.
He's a good dude. He's a human being who I've met, right? That aura is being sanded off now, and that's bad for the All Blacks, but it is good for rugby. Ultimately, it is good for world rugby.
What is it now? How many wins does Argentina have against the All Blacks?
I think it's 4,
Is
but it might be 3
3 or 4?
It might be 3. But
they have the
beat
Zoom.
them last year.
They beat them last year.
Yeah. Beat them this year.
I think they've beat them in New Zealand twice.
Yeah. Well, clearly they've never beaten them until this was the first time they've ever beaten
in
Argentina,
in
right?
Argentina.
Yeah.
I know it's the first time they've beaten them in Argentina.
But the question is, have they beaten them 3 times in New Zealand, right? Is that what you're
No, they
saying?
beat them twice. I think they beat them twice in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Once in Australia during COVID
Oh,
time.
okay.
That was the Zoom where they trained via Zoom.
the Zoom call game, yeah.
And now in Argentina, I'm pretty
it's 4
sure. I think
wins,
they're both. I think they both won their games. I think in Christchurch.
Yeah.
Or one was in Wellington, one was in Christchurch.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm Googling it as we speak.
Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out. I think it's 4 wins now.
Yeah.
Because I think of like every year they've taken a scout from the All Blacks.
Yeah. So you were right. 4 times.
Yeah.
They've played 41 times.
Yeah.
And the RGs have won 4 times. And 1 draw.
Oh yes, they did.
And
They
one
had
draw.
a draw. I think they had the draw before they, and that was in Argentina.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I watched that game.
Yeah. I do want to just, before we finish talking about this, just go back to fair fucking play Argentina. We still love you. We still love you. Even though every now and again, actually quite often, you let us down because we expect you to beat everyone all the time, and then you don't, and we're sad. But when we remember, when you do win, it's amazing.
So is England like a super team?
Yeah, I think they are.
Because
Like
is
that.
England a super team? Because they kind of pounded the Argies and like
Yeah.
and then they go and like beat the All Blacks.
Yeah.
They put 2 really good games against them.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, England just have a lot of depth and resources. Let's not forget, France have beaten New Zealand many times, 3 times in the last.
Well,
sort of,
everyone's kind of putting caps up on the.
yeah.
They're putting wins on the All Blacks
Yeah,
now.
that's right.
Ireland's been doing it for the last years.
Yeah, they're not bothered.
Springboks have been beating them regularly.
Yeah.
France has beaten them regularly.
Yeah.
England have been a hit or miss with them.
Yeah.
Argentina has been like every other game they take a scalp.
Yeah.
So I'm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Here we are.
Now for the rest of the rugby championship.
Who's going to win the rugby championship?
Fuck, I have no clue.
Could it be Argentina's year?
It could be Argentina. It could
Yeah.
be Australia.
Yeah.
It could be the Springboks. It could be New Zealand. So Springboks are going to New Zealand in 2 weeks' time. They're going to play
Yeah.
2 games in New Zealand.
Yeah. That format's weird to me.
I think it's smart. So you go and you play 2 games at that country because of the travel distance.
It's the travel, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it'd just be too much to go. And I think Argentina is going to Australia. I can't remember. But the Springboks New Zealand game, those are going to be some massive tests.
Going to be boring and say Springboks are going to win it just because they got the depth and the experience. I think Rassi is not going to abandon his plan. He's just going to do a diet plan.
I don't know. I feel like the All Blacks they beat them 4 times in a row now. So since 2023, they've beaten them 4 times in a row. So I kind of feel like
They're not going to be scared. They're still a very good team, but I just
and
think
they're a physical team.
They are.
Like New Zealand's big.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. I just can't see
I think it might be a 1-1.
a draw. Can you draw?
Yeah, there's going to be a 1 win. I think Springboks will take a win, and I think New Zealand will win. I think Springboks might win the first game, and then New Zealand won the second game. Because which one's in Eden Park? It's not the first one.
I don't know.
I know they're having one in
I do know it's not a good idea to piss off the All Blacks. Like if you beat them, they can. If you hammer them, they're fucking angry next week.
It's also rare to see them. I don't think I've ever seen them lose 2 games back to back.
No.
Except last time when they played the Springboks.
Oh yeah.
The last time they played the Springboks, they lost back to back.
Which was very unusual.
That was the first time I've ever seen that. So
Might be for me too.
they are a good bounce back team. I can see it. Yeah, I can see that's how it's gonna go. It's gonna go 1-1. There's no way. There's no. I can't see Springboks losing both games.
No.
But I can't see New Zealand losing both games.
Time will tell. I'm not very good at predicting, so I'll probably.
You're not even gonna make a prediction.
I just did. I said Springboks would win it. I just didn't
both
specify.
games.
Yeah.
What about Argentina, Australia? Ooh.
That's hard.
Oh, that's a hard one.
That is like.
I can't. I don't even know. I feel like I don't
That
know.
is
where,
some reactive chemistry going on there. Isn't
yeah,
it? Like,
I
that's
feel
some
like I don't
unpredictable
know
stuff.
how good any of these teams are.
But do you know what we said last week? We were like, I don't even think we'll know where these teams are at. I have a better feeling after this weekend. Australia are confirmed good.
Yes.
Argentina are better than they were. Will cause some upsets. Won't win it. Springboks can fall back and just go, okay, we'll just win if we need to. New Zealand aren't as good as I thought they were. So I think ultimately Springboks win the rugby championship. I feel like going into the World Cup, that's not going to be massively different. And I do feel sad for Australia because if they had Tom Wright, and if they had Dylan Peach, and if they had a couple of the guys who've been injured, I think they could win this. But
I think the team's kind of fucking falling apart on them.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they have
just don't have depth.
they have the endurance and the depth
No, they don't.
when they go all the way in this tournament.
But another thing I've learned is don't write Joe Schmidt off.
No.
No.
He's a smart man.
He could have a matchbox full of ants and they'd win a rugby game. You know, like,
I can't wait for the Bledisloe games. Like, I cannot wait for that. It's gonna be so good.
yeah.
Because I feel like I really do feel like even with the players missing, I feel like Australia are gonna give New Zealand a go.
I wouldn't be surprised if they beat them.
Yeah,
but that's not expecting them to. It's an upset, you know.
So Rugby Championships off next weekend. Women's World Cup next weekend.
Do you know the sad news?
What? Oh, yes, the sad news.
Sad news.
Yes,
it's time for the Welsh Corner Week, the Welsh Sad Corner Week news.
The Welsh sad Corner.
We're going over to Sad Welsh Corner now.
Fuck, I need a soundboard.
Yeah. It's just a sad sheep noise. So the WRU released a statement where they are planning to, after a period of consultation, reduce the number of Welsh regions from 4 to 2. Ooh. So this is a bit of a nuclear option. Initially, I had my gut, fuck you, WRU, you've ruined the game in Wales, which is still mostly true. But then they described the plan as they envisioned it. 2 teams with a budget of 7.8 million, I think it was, each, which is more than double of every region's budget right now, by the way. A centralised academy, a Welsh academy, rather than run by individual regions. Yeah. Equally funded men and women's, not equally funded, but a professional women's setup in both of these Welsh, whatever they're going to be called, professional teams. Yeah. And that's it. There were some other good points, but if you describe that to me, which means they would have a deeper squad of about 50 players rather than maybe like mid 40s. Having that 5 or 6 extra players is good. Obviously, having double the budget is very good. More than double the budget is very good. Yeah. It all starts to make sense. And you could say, look at what Scotland have done. And I know we would do that better than Scotland, not because Scotland would do anything wrong. We just have a lot more rugby players. With admittedly half the population, there's just more rugby clubs and more registered rugby players in Wales. We do still like rugby enough that we could take that a little further. And I think that all that makes a lot of sense. Like, why did it happen? You've got to remember, like, the WRU and the Welsh regions have been negotiating back and forth, and they draw out these negotiations, and I'm always telling you, in a week or in a month, they're going to bring out this statement, they're going to release their plan. Do you remember we were talking about the Welsh plan? Never happened, right? Yeah. Because every time something goes wrong, every time there's a roadblock, and I think the WRU are finally going, look, guys, you're not functional businesses. You haven't been profitable functional businesses for 25 years. You're fucking charities. You take money off of us. We're sick of it. Sign the fucking paper or we're taking the money away. And that's actually what's happened. And to be honest, if I trusted the WRU up to this point, I would go, that makes a lot of sense. Fuck those guys. Even Cardiff I love. I would be like, yeah, like they literally financially collapsed this year. Why would I trust them with more money? Yeah. They're charities, right? They are. They're not profitable. So eventually the WRU has to go, we're the ones giving you the money. We'll fucking decide how it's spent. So I've come to the conclusion this is a good idea, but it is a lot of cope going on at the same time, you know? It's just sad, you know?
Because it already hurt rugby when they changed the regions in Wales, right? Like back in the day when they made the Ospreys and Scarlets and
I wouldn't say it hurt it because, you know, we were good.
But it forced... Wasn't it like forcing people to cheer for certain teams?
Oh, you mean Welsh rugby specifically? Yeah. Yes. So they created a rift in Welsh rugby that has never really been fixed. Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
And so it's almost like they're doing it again.
But you're right. But I think what me and my friend were talking about this, we were saying what's really going to happen is I think they'll scrap all the regions. I think they'll create a East team and a West team. And if they play out of Cardiff and Swansea, which are the 2 biggest cities in those areas respectively... Yeah. So if I'm a Dragons fan and you tell me to go to cheer for Cardiff, fuck you. Yeah. But if you say you're cheering for Glamorgan or Gwent, which are the counties, all of a sudden I'm like, yeah, I don't mind going on a 15-minute train ride to Cardiff to watch a game of rugby. Because they're not a Cardiff team. They are you might even say a province like Ireland's team. Yeah. It's still, don't get me wrong, there's still going to be a lot of tribalism. We're not going to get away from that in Wales. But rather than Cardiff changing from Cardiff Blues just to Cardiff Rugby and everyone in the valleys around going, no, fuck you, I'm not cheering for that. If they'd have just gone, we're called the Blues, all of a sudden someone's going to get a train down to Cardiff because you're not cheering for Cardiff, you're cheering for the Blues, right? I think that's what they're going for. And that will help.
So what goes on with the Ospreys and Scarlets?
That's the sticking point. That is a real sticky point because let's not forget the most discreet and sexy profit management horse selling business just took over the Scarlets. Lance Bradley, the CEO of Ospreys, just announced they've got plans for a stadium. There's a lot going on in Ospreys and Scarlets this year, right?
So I'm thinking, wait, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, and they just suddenly read the newspapers and go, "You fact, mate!" Like, oh Jesus, like I've just spent millions.
Imagine the whole time it's like they're only keeping the Ospreys and Scarlets.
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah.
The other teams are gone. Cardiff and the Dragons are gone.
Well, these guys have got money, so we're going to go with these guys. But yeah, like I think the WRU are like just tired of their shit. They're tired of a brand new spicy millionaire coming in and going to fix it and then going bust next year. Because that's what happened at Cardiff, right? That's what happened, and they had to take it over. They're sick of it. They're sick of their plans being they're sick of their long-term plans being roadblocked by morons with not enough money.
Yeah.
Claiming that they've got enough money.
Yeah. Being discreet.
Yeah. So I think they're just like, do you know what, Scarlets and Ospreys, you've had a long time to sign this agreement we gave you. You didn't. Fuck you. You're gone. You're done, you know? Take your discreet asset management and fuck off. I think that's what's going to happen. And they're going to have a 6-week consultation, whereas before, they would get all these people in the room and they say, we're a partnership of equals and we'll give you a lot of money if you just make a... And now they're just going to go into that room with a gun and go, sit the fuck down. This is what's happening, you know? Like, are you in or not? And they're like, oh, okay, we'll sign the fucking paper, you know? So
yeah, because I don't know how this is going to work. I'm really interested to see how this works.
I think what they'll say is, hey, you, discreet asset management, and Lance Bradley at the Ospreys, smush together or fuck off. That's what I think will happen.
And how are the fans going to take that?
As usual, Welsh fans will not be happy about it, will complain about it, and our turnout for the next 5 years will be dog shit.
Because this could be different. The thing that can make the difference here is if they start winning. Because fans can forget about a lot.
Oh, I read this Reddit post, and it was this Irish guy. It's like Live Aid sometimes. It's like all the other countries of the world telling me how they're going to fix Welsh rugby. It's like, feed the whales, let them
feed the whales.
Bob Geldof, like, I can fix Welsh rugby.
Don't they know it's rugby time this year?
Yeah. It's like, we don't need your help. Like, we're just a dumpster fire. Leave us alone, you know? I had this guy saying, it's the fans' fault. And obviously he got a visceral reaction because everyone's like, you don't go to a team that, like, if my team's losing, I support them through thick and thin. If you're a Dragons fan, and by the way, who still get reasonably good attendance considering it's a small town that loses basically every game.
Yeah.
And they're still going,
yeah.
It's not a fan problem, is it? So you can say history and stuff, but like Cardiff sold out almost every game this season. It's not a fan problem, right? It's a winning problem. And you're right, if I double the budget of a region, they're going to start winning. It's not rocket science, is it? If I have literally double the money and a bigger squad, I'll start winning fucking games, you know? Like, it's just,
the
just
bigger
will.
squads, being able to build depth.
Yeah.
Starting to develop players in the bottom.
Yeah, because as good as Tynus de Beer was at Cardiff, if I can actually afford a proper 10 as a backup, if I can replace Sam Costler with a competent 10, like, we're in, happy days.
Sam Costler must be like, fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
As soon as Dan Edwards started getting good at the Ospreys, he's like, oh, fuck, this guy's way better than me.
Yeah, like, it's not hard. And it's like, oh, man, there's some players like, fuck.
Yeah.
Yes, and I think with since there's going to be less teams, the competition to keep guys' jobs is going to be higher.
Exactly.
So they're going to be more competitive to stay on the squad.
Yeah. Because what is a problem we have now is we bleed talent into England, right? And some of them even play for England. Faye Weboso is a good example.
Yeah.
The other guy was at Kepu Tuipulotu, the hooker, born in Wales, right? We bleed these guys. If we have a centralized academy with a lot more fucking money, why would I'm not going anywhere, am I?
And you can keep these guys. You can pay them.
Yeah.
If you could pay them.
And you can still let guys go to England because, we've only got 2 teams. Our squads aren't deep enough for you to stay. Fuck off and play in an English team for a bit. Go make some money. And we'll still pick you in the squad because we've only got 2 regions. We need a wider Welsh playing squad. So it's a win-win. We stop bleeding players to England permanently. Guys like Joe Hawkins, guy like Tommy Raffel comes back to play for Wales because our best players come back and our developing players go off and play development rugby somewhere else. It's win-win. We keep the good and we send off the young guys, right?
The best
instead of losing the best and keeping the fucking development guys.
Because if you can keep those guys and you can create winning atmospheres with those teams, more competitive, like you can, and players want it. Like there'll be players that are playing at Northampton. Yeah. And they'll be like, oh, I want to go back to Wales.
Well, like Dan Biggar, where did he finish his career? Toulon and Northampton, right?
Yeah.
He'd stay in Ospreys if you paid him more.
Yep.
You know, it's not rocket science. Adam Beard just gone to France to make more money. Don't blame him, but easier to keep him if you've got double the budget, isn't it? So for me, the more I talk about it, the more I go, oh, that makes so much sense. I hate it because I'll tell you a little statistic. No team has ever won an international tournament with less than 4 professional teams, right? No one's ever won the Rugby Championship, the Six Nations, the World Cup with less than 4 professional teams. We are hamstringing ourselves, but we have to admit we just got lucky with the golden generation.
Yeah, I think the size of the country and having 2 teams.
Yeah, it makes sense.
To me, it makes some saying on the outside, like, this makes sense.
Of course it does. Scotland has 6 million. They've got 2 teams. Yeah. Italy have, I don't know, tens of millions of people, 2 teams.
Yeah.
Wales, we're a rugby country, but there's only 3 million people there.
Yeah.
New Zealand has about 4 or 5 million people. They're a bit of a special case, I think, because they are the ultimate we're into rugby country, aren't they?
Yes.
You know? And you might say we're second in terms of we're into rugby, but we have had such a bad run of mismanaging it. It's time to just pool the resource together, refine what we've got, and then in 10 years we'll go, maybe let's have a third team.
Yeah, I think you're right too. I think it's a good point. Build back into it.
Yeah. It's a long-term thing, right?
Yeah, set the foundation now. This doesn't have to be a forever thing. I've seen it in lots of sports where teams pop out,
Yeah. You could even say Australia an example of that. They lost the Melbourne Rebels. They've had to downsize. It was forced on them. Look at them now, doing all right.
Yeah.
Doing all right. They might not win a Super Rugby competition anytime soon, but wouldn't be surprised if they do it in 10 years,
No, 100%.
But the scary thing is I have heard rumours that they're going to bring in American teams in to replace the Welsh teams that are lost.
Into the URC?
That's a rumour. It's a rumour, yeah. Because all of a sudden there's 2 spaces, Maybe you bring in a Black Lion. Maybe you bring in some Grikas,
Some Grikas. Yeah, so I don't know. So sorry, you're going to say they're going to bring in an American team or South
I heard
African
a rumour
team?
that a US team would join the URC. Like I said, it's just a rumour.
I just don't know where and who.
Yeah.
New York?
I just don't think it's going to happen.
It has to be on the East Coast.
It'd have to be, wouldn't it? And even then, it's fucking stupid because the whole benefit of South Africa joining, the one saving, well, there's been lots of benefits by now, but originally it was like, it's time zone.
Yeah, the time zone between like New York and
about 6 hours.
England?
Yeah, about 6
hours.
Which isn't too bad.
I don't think that's crazy.
But it's not. It is enough to have a lot of people in the UK turn their TVs off.
No, isn't it 6 hours difference from here to England?
No, it's 7. You might be right though. It might be close. It might be 4.
I think it's like 4 hours.
Yeah, you might be right.
So
yeah.
that is very doable.
Very doable. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Actually.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll happen.
And it's only a 4-hour plane ride.
No, I think it's much more likely they would get another. I think they might bring Black Lion in, which is actually a similar time difference in Georgia.
Yeah.
Or they might be super fancy and get a Spanish team. I don't know.
Oh, that'd be cool.
It might be cool. It's sad for Wales, but we've got some problems. We've got to go work on ourselves for a bit.
Does the URC need to fill in these spots?
They have to, actually. Yeah.
Oh, they have to.
So Wales are not allowed to do this for 2 years. They're announcing it now.
Okay, so this is going to be a 2-year plan. I thought this was going to be
We're contractually obligated to for the next 2 years to have 4 pro Welsh teams in there. But imagine the URC next year with how shit is it going to be for a Wales fan for the next?
Knowing that your team is doomed.
I'm playing for Cardiff. Cardiff.
And if they don't announce it either, so you don't know who's going.
It should be so Welsh rugby.
You don't know what's happening.
That's so Welsh rugby of you, not telling me what the fuck's going on. And
at
years.
the end, they have like the president of Welsh rugby, and then the 4 teams stand there, and he has a rose in his hand. He's gonna hand out the rose. Which
Dragons, it's you to no one's fucking surprise.
Fuck yes!
I've only had won 1 game in the last 10 years.
I fucking did. Yes. It's gonna be like it's gonna elimination. Like fuck.
Anyway, long story short, we're a mess. But this is the equivalent of like chopping off your gangrenous arm. Yeah, you're losing an arm, but you're not gonna die. This what's going on right now. Sad.
Well, Frank, we talked about everything we were going to talk about.
I pushed the limit there, didn't you, with my ranting?
You pushed it.
All right.
You pushed it. Well, friends, thank you for listening. Share the podcast.
Yes, please.
Like and share the shit out of it.
I feel bad. I badmouth the Kiwis a lot.
Oh, fuck. Who cares?
Not me.
They love it. They love it.
They do like the drama.
Yeah, they
Good
do.
for them.
All right, friends. Have a good one.
See ya.